Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And it's taken in at the 9. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we will... Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. And he'll win it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now whistles. In, we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now West. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Los Angeles first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission. I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is West. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
Williams loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Jaron Aberderis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to throw now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Foles. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got time. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Austin Seferian-Jenkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Now the return comes from Dexter McCluster. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take him go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
It's a pickup of 19, and it'll be first down Rams. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They'll run again here with West. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with West. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Lynch going to throw. Setting up the screen for West. And he had a quick look. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Here's West. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to pound it in with West. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field, and they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
Let's see if they can figure that out right here. Now Foles. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Foles. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian Jenkins. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Foles. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Rams going up against the 49ers. So let's get out to Santa Clara for the last game of Week 1, but the first game for our new broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, and certainly it's an honor to be here on a Monday night as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of 2 on a Monday night between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. And once again, this can be called a West Coast battle, partner.
Loving it. And how about the fan bases for both teams? Able to dust off the memorabilia and get back again together. Northern California.
Too much time has elapsed yet here in this one. Let's get you into the action here early in this first quarter. The NFL's second leading rusher last year. This is Doug Martin. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Rivers trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Their big-bodied receiver, 77 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. So a good job on first and second down. Now it's third down. Can this defense rise to the challenge for the final stop?
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Wentz now to throw. Surveying the field. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You know, it's kind of interesting, the fumble there for the Niners. Last year in 2015, fewest in the league lost, only 5 of them.
And had a record that would suggest that they have...
So back to live action inside the red zone. A chance for this offense to push it across for 6. From the red zone now, Rivers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And now a first down following that long gain. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Santa Clara. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd and goal for Rivers. And this is complete. It's Marshall. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So give them 3. Here we go now, a big 3rd down situation. What can this defense do? What will they do to try to get this to 4th down? 3rd and long for Rivers. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So a golden scoring opportunity here. Let's see what they can do now operating in the red zone. On 2nd down, Martin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
2nd down, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rob Gronkowski, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. So the offense now in the red zone here, looking for a score. Let's see what they draw up. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Vincent Jackson, a 15. Time winding down here in this fourth quarter. This is a crucial spot. Let's see what the offense can do. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Ryan Shazier coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Rams defense, we watch them get set to go. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. First is Wentz. Connects with Sanu right side. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. And Jennings has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. He'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Touchdown.
touchdown here this opening weekend. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you...
All right, time winding down. This is going to be a huge drive. Let's see what the offense can do back out onto the field. One man on the backfield, that's Martin. Rivers. Finding time. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the...
And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. With it is Brown. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one. They'll come out in the pistol. Rivers to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. So we saw a lot of points in quarters 1, 2, 3, and 4. Overtime comes. The defenses, they clamp down.
Rather amazing, isn't it? Because would you have even thought that we'd get to overtime after what we witnessed for 4 quarters?
Not at all.
And have 0 points on either side? Not a chance, right? And somehow it happened. We always talk about making adjustments. Maybe both defenses took 4 full quarters in order to get an adjustment. Got 1 good period in for both defenses, and now they go home. You buying tonight?
I thought it was you. I did last week. I did the last 2 weeks.
Oh, I was trying to go for 3.
Dinner on you, my good
Trying
man.
to go for 3.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That's caught at the 25. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which one?
You have a big decision to make about one of your players. You have a player that is all healed up from injury and available to play. Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Here are all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player to learn more. Select to scout this player and unlock his best skill. Use this information during the draft. Each skill unlocked will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond in the rough or a bust. Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Vikings going up against the Rams. And we'll send you over to L.A. now, where Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call.
Larry, we haven't had NFL football. Let's see this thing play out here. Big third down situation. Can they prevent them from getting to the marker? And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Ryan now to throw on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it either.
Time to check into the action as this offense tries to see if they can put a drive together here early in this first quarter. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
And the offense lining up first and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throws left side complete to Brandon Marshall. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Antonio Brown. Job on 1st and 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Can this defense rise to the challenge for the final stop? And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Ryan looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take him. Third down situation. What can this defense do? What will they do to try to get this to 4th down? Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Gronkowski, the intended target. And let's see this thing play out here. Big third down situation. Can they prevent them from getting to the marker? And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's brought down after a good gain. Back to live action inside the red zone. A chance for this offense to push it across for 6. Rivers now on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. This first half of action nearly complete. Time maybe for one final drive before the break as we get back down to the field. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Give him 30 yards there. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Throwing Rivers. He hits West underneath. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. So a good job on 1st and 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Can this defense rise to the challenge for the final stop? On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play. Big 3rd down situation. What can this defense do? What will they do to try to get this to 4th down? And to give this time to the tailback. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a pickup of 6. Let's see this thing play out here. Big 3rd down situation. Can they prevent them from getting to the marker? Brown, the lone receiver, left. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Los Angeles. So a good job on 1st and 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Can this defense rise to the challenge for the final stop? They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time. third down situation. What can this defense do? What will they do to try to get this to fourth down? Play fake. Rivers. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they get 14 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, Rivers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and that'll bring up second down. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
They'll run for it with West. Give him 3 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a first and goal.
Well, remember, they could get the first down without getting the touchdown. And he's able to fight all the way down to the 2-yard line. So it's a big conversion there on fourth down. And now they'll get 4 more shots from there.
Now a toss. This is West. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Charkandrick West with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.
everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Redskins going up against the Rams. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. So we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles. Time to see if the game plan this offense has put together will be successful or not as they take over here early in this first quarter of play. Now a play fake here on first down. Backing up. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 52 yards.
That was good coverage, but it was an even better catch. Great job by both of them, but only one of them ultimately was the winner coming down with the football.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Charkandrick West with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away?
So the defense backed up here. Let's see if they can hold on this next play. Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A 3rd down. He tried to stay in bounds. Did all he could. He caught it but was left. A little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the...
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now the ball comes loose. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Now Rivers. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Rams have to feel like the Super Bowl is in their future right now. The Redskins have not played well and have a huge hill to climb in the second half. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
And help. I guess Larry's have to. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He'll let it go deep for Curley. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. So third down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. On play action, it's Madden. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Brown, the lone receiver left. Now Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Here's McCluster. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
On the ground, here's McCluster again. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Rivers now on second down. And this is complete. It's Marshall. Touchdown, LA! Their dangerous wide receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. And Cook has it left side. Spins past another.
Oh, my man.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, Anderson. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost.